Good. What's good, y'all? What up, man? It's back. It's your boy Tall Man TV. We back with another one. We got a special guest for y'all today. You know what I'm saying? We got my boy in the building. Tell him your name.
Mark.
It's my boy Mark, yo. We got my boy Mark in the building. Let's set this cam up right for y'all. I probably have to turn this one off. This light now. There you go. That's more better. So I get my other camera set up. So yeah, what's going on, y'all? We back with another one. You know, it's your boy Tall Man TV. Got my boy Mark in the building with us. We're gonna do a little speaking about my boy up in upstate New York. You know what I'm saying? What it's like, what it's been like for him. Um, and some of the things he went through. And get y'all a good feeling about how life can get rough for a person at times. You know what I'm saying? So wherever you want to start, you know what I'm saying. You can start what year you came to Bing. We're gonna start like that. What year did you come to Bing?
Came to Bing in 2006.
2006. All right. What was it like transforming from where you was at to coming to Binghamton?
Well, because see, I'm originally from Elmira.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And my mother's going to tell this part of the story right now, too. But I was raised in a small town,
Mm-hmm.
Atlanta, South Carolina.
Mm-hmm. So you're originally from South Carolina, but moved.
No, I'm originally from Elmira.
Elmira, New York. Okay. And then moved to the South.
Yeah.
Okay. When did you come back?
When I was 20.
When you was 20.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What was it like coming back after you moved already?
It was a different culture than what it was in the South. Because in the South, it's like you're always doing something, you're always busy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And came back, even though it was not in the big city,
Mm-hmm.
but it was still kind of like the city life, even though suburban a little bit, but lay back and chill and
Mm-hmm.
do your own thing.
Yeah, right. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So when you came back to Binghamton, what did you get into? Like, did you get yourself a job? Did you start like selling drugs or anything out of the ordinary to get to survive?
Now, you said when I came back to Binghamton, you mean when I got out of prison, right?
Yeah. When you got out of prison. Wait, not when you got out of prison. When you came back from from South.
Okay.
You came straight from the South to Bing, or you went back to Elmira?
Went to Elmira.
Oh, that's what I'm getting at. Okay, you went to Elmira.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, and in Elmira, I was working and everything. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, light it up, bro. Your turn anyway. And you know, bounce from here to there, from family house to family house, because I might burn this bridge because I did something I wasn't supposed to do, or you know what I'm saying. So,
Now I understand. That's it's a part of life. You know what I'm saying. We all go through things. You know what I'm saying. We stay with family, and sometimes our friends treat us more better than family.
yeah.
Shit, that's part of life. You know what I'm saying. I've been through it. You know what I mean, and it's rough. So what made you get up out of that when you figured out things?
Well, now see, that's the part of the story that's got to be told.
That's what we got to get into.
Yeah, you see, because one of my favorite lines is the reason why I'm not moving back to Elmira. I know this is on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Is because every time I go to Elmira, I get silver bracelets put on me.
Oh, that's understandable. Well, you need to stay away from there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go visit, but I'm not staying.
That's it. That's right.
I'll pop in for a day or two, but I gotta bounce. Yeah.
Okay. So what was it like transitioning from Elmira to Bing?
Actually, be honest with you, I'm not gonna lie. It was a smooth transition.
Word?
Yeah.
What made it smooth?
My baby mother.
Nothing like a baby mother.
Well, hold on. Let me put it correctly. My baby mother.
Mm-hmm.
I say that because she's my youngest.
Okay. She's your youngest. Okay. Okay. That's the baby's baby mama.
Yeah.
Got it. What year did you have your first child? If you don't mind me asking.
2000. My first child?
Yeah, your first child.
2009 minus 10 would be 2000.
19? I mean,
Nine,
2009 would
no,
be
no, 19,
1998. 1999.
1989.
Oh, okay.
1989, yeah. Okay. Yeah, get it right.
Okay. All right. So you had your first kid. What did you do different? Like,
Be honest with you, I didn't do nothing different, bro, because you know why? I'm not going to lie. When I didn't start sowing my seeds until I came back to Elmira.
okay.
So I'm not going to lie. I didn't do nothing different. I kept doing the same thing I was doing when I first came back.
Can you get me a cup, 2 cups, please?
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yep. Understood. That's real. That's real talk. All right. So let's move forward. Let's skip a few more years. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
What year was it when you start getting into the mix of things out here in the town?
Here in Binghamton?
Mhm.
Let's see. I came to Bing in 2005,
Never mind.
6. What year was that? 2004. 2006.
Okay.
Came to Bing in 2006. See, I met my baby mom
Mm-hmm.
online.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And she said she lived in Binghamton. I know Amara ain't far from Binghamton, so I'm like, well, shit, if I ain't going back home, at least I'm close.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they need me, I can get there.
Right.
So, yeah, and then we started chatting up and on and all that, blah, 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 one thing led to another.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a 16-year-old daughter.
Okay. All right. 16-year-old daughter. All
But we
right.
was only together for 4 years,
Oh, okay. All right.
up until the pregnancy of the daughter.
Oh shit. Excuse me. Sorry about that.
Up until the pregnancy of
Yeah.
our daughter, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We was together, but then I'll say like in the third or fourth month,
Yeah.
shit went downhill. Oh, I'm sorry, I
Damn.
know if I'm going to curse.
No. It's okay. I'm just gonna get monetized anyway.
Okay, all right.
So I'm gonna take care of all of that.
Okay.
Yeah, so and this I already put it, this is not for kids to watch, so we could curse, you know what I'm saying? We just can't say certain things, you know what I mean, to
Right.
get my channel shut down. That's what I don't want.
Yeah.
So, all right, so where was we? I'm sorry.
So yeah, back to my baby mom.
Uh-huh.
See, I ain't telling my first baby mom. That was a trip, man.
Now, those baby balls live out here?
They both used to.
Oh, they moved.
Now my first one, I don't know if she's still here or not. She was, but I don't know because she had left, came back. So I don't know.
Right. Okay. Understood. Okay. All right. So when I met you about it's 2025.
I'm gonna say 15 years.
Yep. 15 years. We're gonna go back when I first met you. You know what I'm saying? And we was running the streets, getting money, doing crazy shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
What was it like then? What was the difference between then and now where you at?
The difference between then and now is this, bro. Because see, I was raised in a strict Christian household.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so and even though we had neighbors around us, I mean, sometimes I was allowed to play with the neighborhood kids, and sometimes I wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
That's how strict it was. You know what I'm saying? So when I broke out at the age of 20,
Mm-hmm.
it's like I'm a young kid that left at the age of 6. This is all brand new to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Everything's
saying?
starting over.
Yeah. And well, what led me up to now where I'm at now is I must be completely honest with your viewing audience because doing 7 years in prison
Mm-hmm.
and to tell you if you come back you're doing 15 to life, anything being down.
Mm. Mm.
So
We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. I know. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. Don't worry. That's the cookie in the milk. You know what I'm saying? That's the cookie in the milk. So all right. So basically things got rough and shaky, you know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
And you had to do what you had to do to survive. You know what I'm saying? It's a rough draft. Those years was crazy. You know what I'm saying? We had different president in office, you know what I'm saying, than what we have now, and things was a lot different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You want that? We can use that. You ain't gotta
I'm
worry
trying to
about
show
it.
my
Yeah.
camera.
Nah, you good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. So, what was it like when you did the 7 joints in prison, man? Like, was it a walk in the park like when me and you did time, or was it more complicated than that?
Listen, bro.
Cause it's like I know we was in like a daycare facility, okay, and compared to where you went, all right.
Listen, they might. I'm gonna keep it 100. Okay, they might even call some prisons daycare centers because of the way they ran.
Okay.
But let me tell you something: prison life still don't change from prison to prison. It still remains the same. So you gotta know how to survive in there.
There wasn't anything different, like
what was different? I looked at it like this, bro. I'm living in a community. You know about Wonder Woman, right? They have a community of women.
Women, yeah, just the women. No men can go allowed past those doors.
Exactly.
Right.
So
right.
I'm living in a community of men.
Okay.
And I can't find any comfort in this environment.
And of course not. Of course not. You're around too many guys.
Yeah.
Your anxiety is high. You're worried about everything and anything. You know what I mean? At any moment.
And you know, they wonder why I do the things that I do, but it's because of the life I've been through.
Mm-hmm.
You see, not everybody understands my complete life story. So, in order for you to understand a life story, you have to hear it from
the horse's mouth.
Thank you.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Well, explain to the people some of the good times, like most of the good times, a lot of the good times you had up here, like, you know what I'm saying? Like this is some of the stuff the people want to hear, you know.
A lot of good times I had up here.
But one of your favorite, how about one of your favorite good time moments that you could always remember and would always remember?
There are a few.
A wedding, anniversary party, barbecue.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you one of my good time moments. But at the same time, it's a sad moment when you hear how it began.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You see, because part of my life story is I was a dumpster diver.
Okay.
And people don't know what that means. That means I'm going looking for cans and bottles.
Mm-hmm.
If I got to dive in a dumpster to go find cans and bottles, I'm going to
That's what
dive
you're
in that
gonna do.
dumpster to find cans. Especially if it's outside with an arena. You know they had an event the night before.
Mm-hmm.
You know they got cans and bottles.
Mm-hmm. 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 Okay.
So, anyway. I lost my train of thought.
Dumpster diving.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we gotta do to make things happen.
Yeah, I smoked too much weed. I think.
That's right. That's right. Smoke some more. Smoke some
Might
more.
be the memory back, right?
Yeah. You said one of your best moments was it might turn into a sad one because of the story.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I walked. I was staying at the Dell Motel.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a shopping cart. So now, if you understand what I'm about to say, you understand about the sad moment gonna come in here.
Okay.
I had a shopping cart. Remember I said dumpster diving.
Yep.
So what I'm doing with my shopping cart? I'm going out pick up cans and bottles.
Okay.
And guess where I'm pushing them to? Now, I'm coming from the Dell Motel.
Well, all the way up Court Street.
I'll push him with the price shop on the other side on Main Street.
All the way on Main. Oh, you out of your gut. You was better off walking the goddamn
I was
front
dumpster
street.
diving, picking the garbage cans, any can, any
bottle
that's depositable. I'm picking it up, putting it in my cart.
All right, not to cut you off, but I got a quick question for you right now.
All right.
How did it make you feel today?
What I used to do in the past?
Yeah. How did it make you feel? How you feel about that today? Honesty.
I actually, be honest with you, I feel that was my lowest moment in life.
Okay.
Because when I come to the point where I'm risking my body, risking my life, diving into a dumpster, there could be a fucking needle in there that got AIDS on it. I don't even know.
You know what's crazy? You know the thing about that is when you first said it's sad, but it turned into happiness. It makes sense because even though it would bring you to a sad place, it was something you liked doing and made you happy.
Oh, well, see, let me finish telling you the story.
My bad. Go ahead.
Because remember, you want to say one of my best moments.
Yep.
Yeah, see?
Go ahead.
Okay. Now, I'm pushing my empty cart.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to get back to the Dell.
Okay.
Because I gotta get my shit because I know I gotta be out the next day.
Right.
Okay.
So now you got the cart with you. Still, after you done walked it there, now you walking it back.
I got a couple of beers. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, y'all, that's like 4 miles, man.
I got a couple of beers, a pouch of tobacco, those papers. You know, do my own thing. I get you know what DSS is at.
Yeah.
I get right back there coming back this way. Back towards downtown. My people roll by like, all right, listen, no, nobody ever say this again, all right? Come to DK. Okay, listen. Only my people in Amara call me that. Nobody made me to know about that name. When I heard that name, I had to turn around.
Mm-hmm.
My people said, yo, you know a place to go hang out at? Yeah, I know a couple of spots, but when we gonna do this?
Yeah.
I got shit to do.
Yeah.
You know, I got my car, I gotta go pack it, you know, all this shit.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's what's up, man.
They said give us a couple hours, go do what you gotta do, and just hit us back and we meet downtown. All right, no problem, blah, 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 blah. I shot back to the Dell, packed my shit up, put it in the car. Walked out. I remember, I ain't had to be up to the next day.
Right. You still got to hold to the next day.
But guess what I did, though? I knew I ain't coming back. Here's your key. Gotta go.
Real quick. Leaving.
I gotta go. Okay, where I'm staying at, my people, because maybe going back down a mile, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, where I'm staying at, I'm not staying here.
Yep, take me back with you.
But now, so my happiest moment was people from my hometown came to hang out.
Yeah.
Out here, and then they spotted me and said, let's hang out.
That's appreciative. It makes you don't want to leave them, right? Like,
Yeah,
yeah, it make that
yeah.
feeling come back,
But
like
see,
y'all back in your
you know what?
town.
The other sad part of that part is that everything is that man was falling apart.
Mm.
It was four of them. They all testified to it.
Well, that is a sad situation, but that was a good one too. You know what I'm saying? That was definitely a good situation because it was an eye opener for you and it brought back feelings, you know what I'm saying, and memories.
And that was the beginning of making me realize I can be something better.
Better. Of course. Be right back, y'all. Give me 1 second. Yeah, talk to the peoples, man. Tell them, yeah, it makes you better. Of course, it don't make you worse. It only makes you better. You know? So
You see, my story began like this. I always loved music. Okay. And as you heard in the story, I was raised down south, so of course I was raised Southern Baptist.
music. That's music.
All right. So yeah, that's music because it's church music.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I sing in the choir and actually have a little men's group started because young men's group started. We called it.
Okay.
You know, but the pressures of the world pulled me in. And it actually started because I failed the 12th grade.
12th grade? Okay, so you had to do it
No,
over.
no, I didn't do it over. No, we don't do those. Hold up. No, I'm gonna tell you why I failed the 12th grade first. Okay. It was during fourth period at my school, and I don't know how many high schools do this, but fourth period is usually lunch period.
Right.
And it's 3 lunches because the high schools are so big, they gotta
split them up in sections. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Throughout the day. Okay.
So I got English first lunch, got lunch, got English second lunch.
Okay.
Now, remember I told you I'm going back to school for the music entertainment business.
Okay. Yeah. Music
One of the
engineering.
reasons behind that is because see, I already got degrees in computer technology. You following me now?
Got you.
From prison.
Okay. Well, yep. Okay.
Okay. So now I'm on advanced math education. And I don't have to be on the front of the scene
to be the scene.
I'm the one behind the scene.
That's right. Always.
But what made me realize, like I said, let me get back to the story, right? But when my people pulled up but I was still doing what I used to do in Elmira.
Right.
And as I sat down and thought about it, I was like, wait a minute. You can't be the same person you were in Elmira because then everybody's going to still look down on you. You got to make yourself better. So I'm sitting there questioning, how the hell am I going to do that? Because I'm not used to nothing else.
Right. Right.
So, and this is the power of a law. Okay? He said, all right,
law is powerful.
I'm going to sit you down and take you back to the place you remember me the most. And it took me a couple more trips to realize what he was saying to me.
I know what you're talking about.
But that last one,
I know what you're talking about.
Where they could have gave me 15 in life, but they only gave me a 1 to 3. They said you take the 1 to 3 will take it to trial.
All right. We're gonna get into that. Don't get on too much information, man.
Okay.
We're gonna get
Oh, you
into
want to throw
that.
that later?
Yeah, we're gonna get into that.
All right.
This is why I'm doing step to step. You understand? I like to feed them a little bit at a time,
Right,
because
right,
a
right.
person like to go step by step because they don't know you. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying? So we
okay.
we trying to get them to know you. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So once you had that great feeling,
Mm.
you know what I'm saying? Once you had that great feeling and you seen your peoples, they came from your town, you linked up with them, you was like, yo, I'm over
Oh,
here.
oh, let me tell you the other part because see, I have I don't know how you want to say this, step cousin or second cousin, also second. Well, anyway,
Right. Second
that that
cousins.
that was my road dog in Amara.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I wasn't the best man at his wedding, but I was his barber, and he's a baldy.
Okay.
Okay.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. You still can barber a baldy up. You got to go to the barber. You got to get his shit cleaned.
Mm-hmm. And the morning of the wedding.
Oh, okay. Here was the last minute thing. I
Yeah.
need you. I need you. I need you, bro. He hit you one of those. I need you. I need you, bro, right
But
now.
you know,
Day of my
they,
wedding.
they 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 had the number of how to reach out to him.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I don't have his number now, of course. That was a couple of years back.
Yeah.
But
You know his name. Well, this is a platform. It says his name. Somebody might reach out and get that number for us.
well, he's out in PA, so we reached that far.
Yeah, this go far. This is
Oh,
yeah, this is text. This is I got streamed on Texas and Texas. Um, I'm on a platform on in Florida. I'm on mad platforms, bro.
okay.
This
Well,
is
yo, let me reach out there.
this is world. This is gonna go worldwide. That's why I
Wait,
tell
wait a
you
minute.
on
Hold
certain
on.
things that you say, I'm gonna stop you before you even say it, because
Okay.
you know what I'm saying. Certain questions I'm gonna ask you. You know what I'm saying. You gotta. We can work it in there, but
Uh,
you computer smart, so
no, I'm gonna figure it out.
there you go. There you go. So that's amazing, though, man. That's amazing. That's amazing. You linked up with them, and after that, you had another good incident. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So after that, what happened after that? That was a good another great time for you. Come on, we
that
want to know the
you
great
hold on,
times.
hold on.
What?
Let me be
Go
back.
ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Take a break. You're gonna take a break for a minute. Go ahead, do your thing. You'll be right back. I see what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? All right. Like I'm saying, yeah, man. We know people. We got to get to know people, figure things out in life. You know what I'm saying? And chose better paths and be smart about things that we do, because sometimes our judgment might not be the right judgment, but we make those judgments anyway, and we're not supposed to. But like I'm saying, we back, my boy back.
Yo, can I get my black?
Yeah, you got your black and mild. Yeah. So all right.
Well, now there was another good incident. It wasn't as good as I wanted it to be, and didn't turn out the way I wanted it to turn out,
Yeah.
but it was still a good incident
Okay.
because it was just well, my little going to tell the world. I like snow bunnies, so I ain't got no against no other
I love
women, but I
snow
ain't got no against
bunnies.
no other women, but
Me either.
I love my
Me
snow
either.
bunnies,
Me too.
okay,
Me too.
okay. But that I was attracted to, and and she already was involved with a man that had children and everything, married and all that.
Okay.
Well, listen, man, she was one of the people that came out here.
Mm-hmm.
Told her, like, listen, I'm on dance with you. I'm getting to play our song. She said, what song is that? I said, you want to dance too close.
You hit her with that. You hit her with that.
Cause she knew she knew where I sat down. She knew where I sat down. She knew what I meant. Yeah. Cause that was one of the popular songs back in our hood.
Yeah.
You know?
The old school dance too close. We gonna dance close, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
Old school.
dancing with her, that was another good moment.
Yeah.
like I said, it didn't happen the way I wanted it to happen.
Right.
But that was another good moment, though.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. So we kind of gonna get a little bit into, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Things, but not too much because we're gonna save it for part 2 for them. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get these likes up. I need 100 likes on this. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Tell the people how many likes we need. We need 100 likes. Tell
We
them
need 1,000 likes.
we need 1,000. We need a fucking 1,000.
At least 1,000.
At least 1,000.
I tell you what. Give me 950. I'm good.
Share this motherfucker right here. Share this. You're gonna want to share this. It's gonna get deeper and deeper. Just wait for part 2 too. You know what I'm saying? But back to my man Mark, you know. Give us a little about things before things got shaky and you went to prison.
A little about before.
We're like maybe 6 months before things led up to you going to prison. You could remember that?
Which prison are you talking about? The very first one, or
the very first one will caught you the big one. What we're gonna talk about later on for part 2.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Let me lead you up to it. All right. I got you. I was actually bouncing back and forth between 2 cousins that lived in the projects.
Okay.
All right. And the answer stayed right, basically across the parking lot from each other.
Okay.
So I can cross from one cousin to the next.
Family.
Yeah. But one cousin was, all right, let me break my story down to you, was on my stepdad's side of the family.
And one was on mom's.
No, one was on my dad. My original dad's side of the family.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay. But they knew each other.
Yeah, they knew each other. Yeah, they was friends. They grew up together. So, yeah. So, I was bouncing back and forth between them. And then that's when I became involved in the underworld, I call it, because it was cocaine, it was crack, it was
everything under the sun.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I didn't really fuck with the pills too much back then, but I knew about them. I didn't fuck with the dog food, but I knew about it.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay. The fast lifestyle.
See, that's basically when things started going downhill because I'm even gonna tell you that, you know, I'm this is supposed to be my life, but I'm supposed to be honest, right?
Of course.
Okay. Well, see, I was a paper boy, as you would say.
Okay, and a paper boy, explain to them what a paper boy, because some wouldn't know. I know what a paper boy is.
A paper boy is someone that actually runs a paper route, but you run it basically on foot, bicycle, whatever. You know, you don't have a vehicle. Don't have the big routes. You got just a little mountain route just through the town. All right, so anyway, some of the customers were paying in cash. Bro, I had an addiction. Actually, I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 addictions at that time.
Word?
And I was only trying to cover 2, and the rest of them just fall in places. You know how this story goes. As you go along with people that you know, and the rest of them just fall in place. So.
Yeah, I'm trying to, my bad.
It was rough back then, bro.
Yeah. I got another YouTuber that just messaged me just now because yeah, so all right. That's what's up. It got you a little in a, you got yourself out there and in the mix of things.
Yeah.
So what happened after that? Let me see it later.
Well, Me and a cousin of mine on my real dad's side, we decided that we was gonna go out and have a little party, but we didn't have nothing to party with. And I told you, I got two cousins that stayed across from one another. All right, but the one cousin had a couple of sisters that would pop in here once in a while and might stay. Anyway, make a long story short, one of her sisters was staying there. Actually, both of them were, I think, at that time. Anyway, and she had a man with her, and her man was selling cocaine and also rock. All right. So he gave me and my cousin some cocaine to get rid of. Well, we got rid of it, all right. But not the way we were supposed to.
Right. You fucked up the bag.
Driving around with $2,000 there. It was one maroon and one blue.
Making money and blowing it at the same time.
And anyway, when the night was over and that samurai sword was hanging over my head, and I saw those tears in my cousin's eyes when she said, "Please don't kill my cousin."
Damn. She begged for your life. She begged for your life. They was gonna take you out. You fucked with the wrong plug.
No, see, me and homeboy, we good. I mean, I don't know if he passed away or not, because so many people pass away now, I don't even know about. But
you pissed somebody off.
I pissed him off at that time. That's all I'm going to tell you. Because see, we were still good people. And it took a minute, but we made up. You know what I'm saying?
How you made up from that one?
It was only $350.
Oh, that's a small. All right,
yeah,
all right,
he said
okay.
It wasn't even
it
worth
was small. All right, all
yeah,
right,
said,
all right. It
really wasn't even worth it. You know?
Yeah, because at the end of the day, you a sword to the throat. Waking up, you like, oh shit.
Oh no, it wasn't waking up. It was because I didn't get home till about like 4 or 5, maybe 6 in the morning. And of course, I got to knock on my cousin's door to get in, and he's living there too.
Right.
Like I said, see the other sister. So, where my money at? Oh man, and my cousin, he lived in the same project, but he lived on the other side. He booking it home. He don't left me handling the business.
He ain't got nothing to do with you.
Yeah. So I'm like, damn. But yeah, my cousin saved my life. I don't always be in touch with that particular cousin, but I be in touch with her sister, the one that had the apartment. I be in touch with her a lot.
That's what's up, man. You stay in touch with them. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. That's what's really good. Hold on, I'm trying to. He told me to do something. Okay.
You doing
My
that?
bad. Yeah, you go. Yeah, go ahead. Do your thing.
Mm-hmm.
Taking a break for a second. I gotta look this up real quick. You don't see. I'm a journalist, so I get mad information that comes in.
Mm-hmm.
So he just told me to go look something.
I understand. I'm gonna be in a position myself, inshallah, one day.
Word. Yeah, he did. Mm-mm-mm. All right, see, this is
I ain't tell about this new oil I got, did I? Yeah.
I gotta find it later, bro. All right, so let's get back into it.
Okay.
All right, so you got yourself in a world of shit dealing with that,
Mm-hmm.
fucking over the cousin a little bit. You know what I mean? Not too bad, but
Oh no. So no. So you want me to tell the people a led up to me first going to prison?
mm-hmm,
Okay.
mm-hmm.
Now because we done burnt up all the product, we decided we were gonna go to West Elmira and do a burglary. So then I say more. Oh, you want me to tell the whole story now?
Nope,
Okay.
nope. We're not gonna do that. So he came to you, right?
Well, we was conversing, put it like that.
Conversing.
Yeah.
Okay. Conversing. All right,
Trying
boom,
to come up
bop,
with a
boom.
plan.
Come up with a plan. We need to get right. We need to get this paper. All right. Um, what was the conversation?
Well, he was like, what's it? Because I want to put people's name out there. So,
Yeah,
well,
no, we're not doing no names.
he was like, well, you know, cause those old man, blah 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 blah. I was like, yeah, and I was like I said, I was staying there, so of course I knew what the hell was going on. Like, well, why don't you blah 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 blah? I was like, man, he ain't gonna do it, man. He's like, just give it a shot. And that time we was at, well, the bar is closed down now. It's called Dub's Bar.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it was a popular bar there. And man was inside, so going inside, I'm like, blah 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 blah. And I mean, a bag with $250 worth of cocaine already packaged up. Said, sell that, come back right, and I got you. That's what he told me. Go out there and tell my cousin this. They're like, all right, we got this. First stop we make, we fucking sniffing cocaine. They gonna fuck up the money already. Spent the whole night, man. I said. And the two Grand Ams that we was driving on in, they weren't brand new. They was used. It was his brother's and his brother's wife cars.
Mm. So you had both the cars, plus out there doing whatever the whatever.
Mm-hmm. Going from anybody who knows anything about Elmira, New York,
Well,
from
just say town to town.
from east side to south side.
Okay. East side to south side.
And not only just on the beginning of the south side, I'm talking about going deep on the south side and then coming
Okay.
back around. High as a kite.
Okay. 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 High as a kite.
On cocaine. But yeah, so I'm gonna leave the story at that, pal. Till the next time.
All right. This what leads up to the situation. Or that's a whole different
No, yeah,
situation.
see, I told you. This ain't no 2 segment, man. This is gonna be. You say you want to talk about life story. This is
No,
gonna
I'm
be.
just saying. No, that's part of the life story. This
Yeah.
is what leads up to what we
Yeah.
need to get into
Hmm.
about what happened.
Yeah. This
So
what leads up to. This first part doesn't lead there immediately,
right, but
but it'll get.
it's heading there.
It's heading there.
All right, so let's head in. Let's head into it. Let's head into it a little bit.
Okay. Well. Anyway, the house we broke into, there was a lady in the house,
Mm-hmm.
an old lady. Okay. Now me being the gangster that I am, okay, I said, yo, we gotta kill that bitch, yo. That's the first thing I said, man. Old lady, come on, man. What the hell was I thinking? Well, anyway, my cousin said, yo, just keep her occupied, I'm around, bro. I'm like, all right, bet, man, I got you. Make a long story short, we didn't get shit. He got like $80. And he got some fucking credit cards that he can't fucking use because I don't want to touch no fucking credit cards.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. So we split the $80, you know, bubble. All right. Now, that's a part of that fight. We was on bikes.
We got road bikes at the end of the day.
Yeah, we were on bikes. And then at the end of the night, we was riding bicycles. You had to drive around in Grand Ams, riding bicycles, trying to find some money so I can pay this man.
But she wasn't harmed.
No, she was not harmed.
Okay.
No, she was not harmed.
Okay.
No,
She was not harmed. All
no.
right. Got it.
So now, the police are probably looking for us and everything. Can't really find us because I really don't have a definite address. I mean, like I told you, I'm bouncing from one to the other.
So they don't even know who they're looking for anyway.
Well,
At this point,
they knew they was looking for me because the hood. Remember, I told you they live in the projects. So the hood already told me, yo, the police looking for you, yo.
about this same thing, this incident.
Not about the burglary that I was telling you about just now.
Okay.
Okay. Not what you trying to lead up to.
No, that's what I'm saying. The burglary. How the
Yeah.
fuck they know about it so fast that you was involved?
Fingerprint. Yeah, young, dumb, and yeah. Thought I had everything covered, but I didn't have it covered correctly. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, because I even put, even though my hand did touch the rock, I put the rock inside my hand. Look at my hand would erase the fingerprints off the rock before I threw it through the glass.
Science 101. I'm just gonna say it. Science 101.
So, you know.
Okay. Got it. You
And then they
do
said, hold up. They said, and they said, the hood is talking. So, and they said, you had somebody with you. They want to know who that was. Because they got my prints, not his. I don't know how you managed that one. But anyway. So, I get caught because, like I said, I'm young. I'm only like 20 years old, man.
Mm-hmm.
So, myself, another cousin, and another cousin's boyfriend, husband, I don't know what he was at the time.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't married, but they said they were. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So we going over to I can't remember what they called it back then. Then they changed the name so many times. I think it was the Exxon. Well, anyway, and they got 30 packs of Budweisers sitting on display right in front of the store. 3 black niggas trying to rob 30 packs of Budweisers. While the whole store is fucking full of motherfucking customers. Yeah, I
Y'all was
told you.
brave.
I did get away with it when I was younger though. But that's not a prison story. That's just a story.
Right.
You know. And anyway, so yeah, the police chased us down and shit. Uh, Al, I remember that. That's my cousin's old man at the time. Al, he got as far as the courts before they called him. We called it the courts because it was called the Whisper.
Mm-hmm.
But we called it the courts. He got as far as the courts. I mean, my cousin, because there was a small car dealership,
Mm-hmm.
because you got to come over the bridge. There's a small dealership right there on the corner. Madison Avenue, just in case you want to know. Right? So we diving up on the cars and trucks and shit. Oh, wait, please don't see us. You know what I'm
Getting
saying?
away. Gotta get the fuck away.
But no, then the motherfuckers bringing the dogs out.
Oh, they gonna sniff y'all out.
It was like, yo, don't let your dog bite me. Don't let your dog bite me, yo. Because and in fact, one cop that was, in fact, I think my cousin said there was one that had one on him too, body cam. So we let him know, don't let your dog bite me. Well, I'm giving up.
Mm-hmm.
If your dog bite me, it's on your body cam.
Your cases might be fucked. You let your dog bite me.
And
Give it up.
I gave up and said, don't let your dog bite me.
All right.
But yeah, so anyway, so we sitting in the county jail. Well, I got arrested first.
Mm-hmm.
I did something else stupid. Okay, and then 3 days later, here come my cousin on in. He did something else stupid with his old lady again. And so now they found the second pair of prints. And I told you they didn't have that first.
Mm-hmm.
Because they asked me who my accomplice was. I don't know what you're talking about. I ain't no accomplice, man. I mean, going through the books and everything. I was seeing my cousin bitch and everything. I was going through the book. I don't know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So, boom. My cousin come in. He down the block. I'm in the dorm area. He down the block. He's like, yo, cuz, did you tell him? I ain't tell him shit. Right there, you already let the guards know because the guards are in the middle. The guards know we down with something. Because you just blew us up, man.
So he yelled from across the dorm, from his cell to your cell, and said, "Yo, did you tell the
No.
police I was there?"
No. Let me show you like this. I'm going to give you a diagram. I don't know if people will see it, but I'm going to use these two islands right here. This is the dorm area.
Mm-hmm.
Once we get like 50 niggas sleeping in this area.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You got a block here. You got a block here.
And a block
You
on the
got a
end.
block here. A block here. And you got the CO sitting there in the middle. He's yelling from this block
All the way to the other
all
block.
the way to here.
He yelling past the CO head to make sure the CO here.
You just blew us up, man. Yo, cuz, I didn't say nothing. I was gonna take the whole fall. So, make a long story short, right? I mean, they was offering us. There's some crazy offers. I ain't gonna lie. I can't remember all of them. But they came back. I'm gonna tell you the one I was gonna take. They came back. It said 9 months. I said 9 months.
Take that.
I'll take that.
Jump on it.
But I have a co-defendant.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, how'd you get a co-defendant?
That's what I was telling my cousin. I told you my cousin.
He didn't shut the fuck up and
He said by the time we get out, it'll be 2 days past his daughter's birthday. He want to be there for his daughter's birthday.
so he said anything to get out. He said
That was our last and final offer of you can take this and be good, or you can go to prison.
What he said?
No, that was my first prison bed. 89C0524. You'll see attempted burglary.
Mm. Mm-mm-mm.
Because they broke it down from burglary to attempted burglary.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, yo, I told him straight up, yo, man, we was high, man. I ain't gonna lie, you was out on fucking cocaine, crack. We was fucking party. I ain't lying to you, shit. I'm trying to get as less time as I fucking can get right now.
Right.
So when they came in 9 months, only because it was gonna be, it might have been like a week past his daughter's birthday, I don't know, but
Yeah.
bro, it doesn't matter. You'll be out regardless. And then when he said no, I even asked my public pretender. I was like, why do I have to suffer because he said no?
That's the way it goes.
He said, exactly, said Peter pays for Paul. I'm gonna kill my cousin. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but I know I would never do it. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
it's like, come on, man, you don't do that, especially his family. I'm trying.
Excuse me.
I'm wiggling and waggling, trying to get us out of this, so we have no papers.
And here you go making a paper trail.
Yeah, because at first there's offering probation and all that. I'm like, no, I want no probation, man, no. And so then this came with that at 9 months, no papers. 9 months, no papers.
Mm.
Yeah, I'll take that. He says no.
So once he says no, they go off of what the state is giving you or what.
Far as that go, I don't know what they will go off of. I mean, I guess it's because we were co-defendants. They waited. All right, well, once okay, I'll take it. They won't say he wasn't going to take it. So in that case, since I'm one that's not going to take it, they want to send two black.
All right.
Yeah, we're
Right.
not
We're
going
gonna
to go
skip
there.
that. Yeah, we're gonna skip that.
yeah.
What led up to we're gonna get a little deeper now.
All right.
Because I know once the people see all of this, they're gonna be like, yo, what's going on? So if y'all ain't know, it's my man Mark. You know what I'm saying? My man, I did some time. We did time together. You know what I mean? So he got caught up in a little situation, and right now we want him to speak his piece. So a lot of people could understand when a person get in this type of situation. There's things you can work around and get out. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't work around them and get out of it, you can mentally cope with it. I could say that. Try.
It might,
At least try. At least
yeah.
try. I can't say you could, but if you got
I
the
put,
right help,
I
if you
put,
got the right help,
I put to you like this: if you can get out of your situation without having to do, I'm gonna say any prison time to realize the mistake that you made, then you're doing a good thing already because you already figured out half the problem.
oh, oh, okay.
You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? I'm the problem. It's not the alcohol. It's not the weed. It's not this, that, and the other thing.
No,
It's me.
as a person.
So what
To
do I do?
yourself.
So what do I do? This is what I do when I finally realized and woke up and realized and said, wait a minute. I'm 56, going on 57. Mm. Anyway, let's get back to the story.
All right.
What you want to talk about, bro?
All
This
right.
is what you want to talk about.
So, if most of y'all ain't know, my boy been to prison. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he did time. I got caught up in a little incident. You know what I'm saying? And he shouldn't have been there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I know what you're talking about now.
But we're gonna get a little bit into that right now. You know what I'm saying? This is just like what you want to do. You getting paid for this interview right now, so I'm gonna ask you on the real. What you want to do? You want to go all in right now? Because I need you to go. You know, we're gonna break it down slow, but we're gonna go to the details. What you want to do?
You gotta take a moment to think about it.
Think about it. All right, so we're gonna talk about a couple other things. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna come back to that, y'all. All right, that might be part two for y'all that who don't know. Just watching. I see that one person right there, but that one person
That's all you need.
reach
That
out.
one. That's all you need.
You
That one. Wait a
know what I'm
minute. Hold
saying?
up.
My man was accused for some shit he ain't do. You know what I'm saying? And this is another black brother that is here with us without the system really taking him down. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to shout you out and give you flowers because you're a good dude in my eyes. You know what I'm saying? So,
All right. Well, listen, bro. Since you want to start out like that, I'm asleep, boo.
all
I see
right,
what you doing.
all right. You know what I'm saying? We done been through it. You know
You
what I'm
know
saying? Actually, we done
exactly.
been through it, Doc. So,
Yeah. Well, you know what? If that's the case, I might was going to tell the whole story. Then don't leave nothing out.
don't leave nothing out. But if I see it, no, I ain't no buts. You already know what time it is.
I
All
already
right.
know what time it
So,
is.
all right, talking about it, let's get deep down. Let's dig to the
All
potatoes and
right, all right.
meats.
Well, you
All right,
tell
let's
me.
dig
You
down.
direct this. Then. You direct this. This is your show. All right, go ahead.
Let's dig down to the whoever out there watching, share this shit. You hear me? You might want to hear this shit. You hear me? Share this shit because you might want to hear this shit. That's my slogan. Fuck is wrong with y'all? Let's get it. Anyway, all right. You've been through a lot. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Struggling in the streets and also seen the ups and the downs with the communities out here. You
yeah.
understand what I'm saying?
Mm.
How did that make you feel before you caught your charge that almost landed you in jail for life?
You know, the way I was brought up was you always look out for yourself,
Mm-hmm.
but if you see someone in need, and if you can, you help them out. Basically, to what you was talking about. When I'm standing outside of Salvation Army for breakfast, and this mom and daughter are standing there for the first time, said they just got kicked out of the apartment the day before. Only because the landlord wanted to turn it into a unit for college students.
Mm, mm, mm,
That's made me realize, like, what the fuck is going on?
mm,
You're kicking people out of their homes for the money? What about the free money the government gives up?
mm.
Ain't nobody fighting for that? Tell you what, I got somebody who will. Me. I'm gonna get HUD. I'm gonna get all the free programs that are available to homeless people. But I'm gonna tell them themselves, you gotta want it. If you don't want, I'll put you back on the street.
Mm.
The only ones I'm going to help is the ones that want to help themselves. And if everybody said, why are you opening up a homeless shelter? 'Cause I always said that's going to be my first business besides my landscaping business. I promised my dad. Because I came from them streets.
Mm-hmm. You know the feeling.
I slept on the bridges. I slept on sidewalks. I slept on benches. I came from the streets.
Mm.
I know what it's like to be out there in the fucking cold. Thinking the world don't give a damn about you.
Know what it's like, bro. Know what it's like, man. Know what it's like. I know what it's like, man. Trust me. I know what it's like, man. I know what it's like. I'm gonna let you get a second for, you know what I'm saying? Get yourself together, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Shit's real, it's real talk, you know what I mean? And it's life, man. We all go through it, you know what I'm saying? We all go through it. That's how you push through this shit. That's it. That's how you push through it. We could all be a evil person at times. We could all be bad guys. That's how you change it and turn it around. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm pushing for. The change. So if somebody could change that's been a devious person or a demonic person for years or whatever the case you want to call it, they could change. Because there is a higher power somewhere out there. There's a higher power.
Oh, yeah, that's a skeletal book.
Telling you, yeah, there's a higher power. Believe it. You know what I'm saying? But the story we talking about, we gonna get in a little deeper with it. But I really want people to really grasp on the change. Change is everything. Change. I'm gonna keep saying that in all my vlogs. Change is everything. If we gonna push it, we gonna push this shit. It's a lot of platforms, big platforms that I am on, and I see a lot of pushing for change, but not too much pushing. But it's more pushing for the wrong thing. So we need to push sometimes for the right thing if we're gonna push for the right thing. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get back to it. My boy here. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we back at it. You know what I mean? Um, so once things went downhill with a couple situations, you know what I'm saying? You said it. You was in a messed up situation and you seen other people in a messed up situation that hurt you.
Yeah,
It made you want to do right.
I saw a lady in a wheelchair, homeless.
Mm-hmm.
I'm helping her along with her son and his girl.